I say a Renaissance man is a jack of all trades, like somebody that can do a little bit of everything. I would consider myself a Renaissance man, but in different aspects. Cause like I'm saying, like I was telling you, like I'm not a beast or nothing at sports, but like I'm a Renaissance man when it comes to music or when it comes to different sectors. So yeah, I would consider myself a Renaissance man. I do a little bit, but I ain't, you know what I'm saying. So my name is Luke Pierce. I'm a music technology major here at George Mason with a minor in business. I'm a junior here, so I'll be graduating next year, hopefully. A lot of what I do here is based on production and engineering and recording. But I try to incorporate everything from the different ensembles into what I do musically. I think I love music because it kind of goes back to that purpose thing I was telling you about. Like, I think that God kind of puts things inside of us that we'll gravitate towards. And music, for some reason, that's just what he put in me. And it's not just music that gets me going. Like, it's just seeing people work on their passions. And I think music is the passion that was given to me, but watching other people, I get inspired. Like watching people dance or watching people draw or watching people play basketball. Like I'm always inspired.
I swear lately it's been too much frustration. Hard times, leave them alone for a minute with my crew love. I'm jaded, yeah, feel that. Then it's back to business I go.
Yeah, I got a music video out. It's called Pause. The name of the song is Pause. It was shot by Stilo the God. It's his on Twitter and Instagram too, I believe. But he did a dope job. I know him from high school, and he kind of helped me out with the video. He wanted to do something different. He's always done, I can't say he's always done, but he's done a certain type of video with certain different artists and stuff. So he kind of wanted to branch out and do something different, like with the story. And so we made the Pause video.
Yeah, I like editing worse than like filming sometimes.
Yeah.
Because like if I'm filming myself, like it could obviously take me a longer time. Because like if I don't want to see something with myself,
Yeah.
But like if other people, like I'd be like good with that too.
Yeah, and you got to set up like all the stuff yourself.
Yeah.
And then go get in front of the camera and then go back and like. Alright, so I started cutting hair because barbers would always push my hairline back, and I was like, bruh, like. You gotta keep it, you know what I'm saying? What is it, 4 fingers? I was like, you gotta keep that joint like 4 fingers, bro, because my forehead is looking huge right now. So I had to, you know what I'm saying? My dad used to always cut my hair when I was younger. So I just kind of watched him do it. He kind of showed me some things. By the time I got to college, I wanted to be able to cut my own hair to save that money. And also just, you know what I'm saying, as a trade to do. And I didn't even think about cutting in, like for other people until like around the time I got in college. And then my sophomore year, I started cutting my roommate's hair and stuff, and they were kind of just like, why don't you help other people out? So I was like, all right, word. And I started putting out, like, set up my own Instagram page called Lou Cuts, Lukeuts. So Lou Cuts, and people started hitting me up, and now I got like 30 like loyal clients that be coming like every 2 weeks, every week or whatever. And I just got random people that hit me up every day asking for haircuts. So yeah, that's kind of how I got into cutting hair. It was messing my own hair up a lot.
Scholarship. That's your mission. You got your shirt. So it's just school and just knowledge in general.
I wasn't interested in fraternities or sororities at all, like my freshman year. And even some of my sophomore year, like I was like, bruh, I don't get it. Like I didn't understand it. I didn't understand why the MPHC was always like hooting and hollering, yelling, like dancing at parties and stuff. And then after I kind of took a step away from that and saw people as people, that's when I realized, I was like, oh shoot, like maybe there's some good in this. And that's when I started like to get interested. And when I was speaking about like cutting hair, this guy, Mike Gertie, he hit me up. He's one of my older brothers in the fraternity. And he asked me for a haircut one day. At the time, I didn't know he was a Sigma. I just knew he needed a haircut. So I was like, all right, word. So I had him in a room. We was having a good conversation because he's an artist and stuff. So we were just like really talking about art and music and kind of how those relate and stuff. And then somehow we got on the topic of fraternities and sororities. And we were talking and I was kind of downing them. I was like, bro, they do this for popularity. Like, there's no real core value. Like, you know, the basic stuff, like they paying for friends, like the stuff that everybody thinks before they really take a look into it. Sigma stood out to me mainly because its value in diversity and its inclusiveness. I've always been about helping humanity in general. And even the motto in itself, culture for service, service for humanity, it's kind of using that that culture in many different ways. We had the Sleep Out for the Homeless event. As the Rotal chapter of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, we held the Sleep Out for the Homeless event. And basically what it was raising awareness for homelessness in general. And we kind of put a focus on homelessness in Fairfax and kind of showed that even though it's a nice area, it's always gonna have its people that are struggling. And so we kind of cater to those people that are in our own community, because a lot of people will reach out and try to help other people first before they even look to see like who's struggling right in front of them. And so we were kind of looking at that aspect and realizing what can we do to change people, like, or to help people that are even like down the street. And so we donated a lot of homeless supplies to the shelter house. And those supplies were given to us. We donated some, people all across George Mason donated, and we all kind of put those together and blessed them however we could. And now during the actual Sleep Out event, what we did was we went outside, we laid out some blankets and cardboard in front of the GMU clock tower, which is a popular high traffic spot. And we all just laid down and just sat outside in the cold. And I think it was drizzling a little bit too. And we kind of really got a feel for what it feels like to not have a roof over your head for the night. I found that my purpose is kind of helping other people find their purpose in a way. My music and everything that I do, my passion, I'm passionate about helping other people be passionate, if that makes sense. Like I feel like a lot of people, especially in like this, not even this generation, just this time period, like people from every generation feel like they have to do something to survive. But I believe like we should do more than just survive. Like we should take full advantage of what we have. And so my purpose, I'm trying to help people, and hopefully those people can find their purpose. And when everybody's purposes are put together, it's like puzzle pieces. Like you can't see the full picture until everybody's doing their job.